seminars. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, also after you finish the section, please make sure you put your headsets back at the collections where you get them to. And please be assured that all of them are very clean and we wipe them with alcohol after each session. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for this session, please give a warm welcome to Nikolai Isayev, CEO and Editor-in-Chief at FinanceFeeds, as he sits down with Otakar Suffner, co-founder and CEO of FTMO, to discuss the present and future of prop trading. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So thanks for joining us. I think this is quite an important interview, the presence and future of prop trading. So I'm here with none other than Otakar Suffner, who is co-founder and CEO of FTMO. Otakar, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming.
So there's been quite a lot of developments at FTMO recently, and I wanted to ask, you recently appointed ex-Skilling CEO Michael Kammerman to set up a brokerage division. And we're all interested to know when will be the launch date for the brokerage division and what will set it apart from, let's say, traditional brokerages that we're all used to.
Well, I would say that launch day would be also interesting for me to know, because it's to get a license is quite a difficult process, and as FTMO is a global company, we just cannot launch a broker with one license. We need multiple licenses at once. So it is a time-consuming process to get all the necessary licenses, because yes, we are big in Europe, we are big in the UK, big in Australia. So these licenses are not, let's say, easy to get. Mm-hmm. Therefore, the launch day, I don't know, we will see. But as Mike joined us and he was deputy CEO for FXEM, it's a huge help. And yeah, we are doing what we can to also start this new endeavor.
Mm-hmm. And you just mentioned, I think, Australia and other jurisdictions. Can you elaborate a little bit on which regions you're going to be targeting first and why, like what's behind those decisions?
I would say it's quite easy. We go where our clients are. We are the biggest in Europe, UK. So those countries, then Australia. So these are, I would say, must-have licenses for FTMO. Unfortunately, they are, as I said, very difficult to get, but it is how it is.
And when you announced the upcoming brokerage division, you said it was part of a long-term strategy. Can you expand a little bit on that?
Sure. Currently, FTMO is, let's say, non-diversified portfolio of companies. We have just, one large product, which is doing very well, but we don't have, let's say, diversified portfolio. We have several companies outside of our industry. For example, we own a part in a yogurt factory, making coconut yogurts, which is mainly for fun. But it's not, let's say, it's not diversifying FTMO, which is making hundreds of millions, or hundreds of millions, unfortunately not hundreds. Therefore, we want to make, let's say, the one-stop shop for any client who is interested in financial markets. For example, last year we acquired Quantlane, which is a proprietary trading company, like the real one, without any products which they are selling online. They are just trading their P&L. It's fun when you are interviewing guys from Harvard, from Oxford with PhD in math. So it's fun to interview those people. So what we also want to do, that we want to take the best people from FTMO, not many of them, but few individuals every year to join Quantlane, and let's say to close the circle. So from offer first retail trading for our clients, let's say FTMO business, then brokerage business, then also the proprietary trading firm, and it sounds nice. It's gonna take a few years to make it happen, but at least we have some plan and we are working on something.
Mm-hmm. Great. And I wanted to ask, Can you mention some, I don't know, difficulties or some accomplishments that you've had on the prop side of FTMO that you're going to use in terms of building the retail brokerage business?
I would say that
You
we
know what I
have
mean?
difficulties all the time, but we have also accomplishments. I'm not saying all the time, but we are doing well. And no, what can I say? One of the issues we had was with MFF fall, right? Many companies thought it's a great time for us, but with this fall, it started to be, let's say, difficult with our trading. Let's say our partners we are doing business with, so with banks, with PSPs, and so on. So suddenly they started to questioning our industry, which is not good for anyone, and we are a big client, but we are not that big. So if a bank decides to close account for us, they will just do it. Therefore, it was a difficult time, but luckily, yes, we have quite a good name and good relationship with our partners. So we made it somehow, but it was a challenging time.
Interesting. Right now we see some retail brokerages trying to enter the prop trading and or funded trader space, whereas FTMO is kind of like taking the opposite step. You have a lot of experience in the prop space already, and now are taking advantage of retail trading. I wanted to ask, could this possibly, this strategic move, could this put FTMO at a certain advantage against other firms?
I believe the advantage is our name, we have a reputation, we have also strong IT, we have around 70 developers. Usually brokerages, they have like 200 people, 170 of them is customer support and sales. Then they have like 2-3 developers and that's it. We are very tech oriented, as we had to build our own technology, because back in 2014 there was no technological tech providers as they are right now.
Sure.
But given the fact that we are not probably reinvent the wheel, right? So brokerages has been here for decades, and we just want to offer it in a new, fresh way. I believe as we are doing business with FTMO, we will do something like that with a brokerage firm. Offer applications, offer trading analysis, the same apps we are having right now. We would like to offer to our future brokerage clients, but we are speaking about, I don't know, a year, 2 years. I don't know when it's going to happen. So it's hard to guess. But as you are saying that brokerage companies, they are opening prop firms. It makes sense. Honestly, it's better to see an established broker to enter the market than some newbie who doesn't know what they are doing, and they will go out of business in few weeks or in few months. Therefore, I don't like competitors, honestly. Who does, right? But it's better to see an established broker coming into the space, so at least we can expect some professionalism as well as some stability. And as our industry is too new, we just cannot afford to have any problems as we had in the past.
Well, and I think we spoke about Michael Cameraman. I think when you do go about setting up the retail division, I think you guys will also be looking at industry experts and colleagues who have a lot of experience to help you kind of push that across the finish line.
Yeah, we had to learn it the hard way that we cannot do everything our own. So we started to hire, let's say, experts in the industry. For example, we hired one lady from White & Case. It's like the top 3 firm in the world. She used to be a global partner, so she's very well known in the industry. Super expensive, but it's helping us to go further. So that's, let's say, the people we are looking at right now.
Sounds exciting.
it is exciting. It is very exciting to learn from those people because they are very, very successful. They were super successful in their past careers. I'm super grateful that FTMO actually is attracting company enough for those people to come here and work for us, which is amazing. So, yeah, all good. So it's interesting times.
So I think one of my last questions is one of the most important questions of the day. It's widely expected that the prop space is going to begin to be regulated by different regulators in different jurisdictions around the world. I wanted to ask you, what do you personally think? What kind of rules should arise from this regulation that is going to come at some point? And how will FTMO react to these regulations? Or maybe you have some personal insights or kind of, how you see things happening in that space.
Is it expected to be regulated? Like who thinks that from the audience? Okay.
No.
Just one guy. Good. Honestly, too, it is quite difficult to speak about regulation. First of all, I don't understand it. Secondly, there are many types of regulation. It is financial regulation. I believe it's like many people speak about it because finance magazines they write about it, right? And I believe that's. Sometimes the tone of those articles are, let's say, too pushy about the regulation, even though that with our connections we know that there is. It's difficult to say because you have regulation in the US, you have regulation in Australia, Europe, UK, or everything is different. It took ages to create a regulation for brokerages, and still regulators doesn't understand our business model. They come and ask, but that's it. The question is whether financial regulation is the right one. Shouldn't be gambling, shouldn't be commercial regulation, shouldn't be, I don't know, some kind of marketing regulation. Therefore, it's just very difficult to touch this topic.
I think I agree with you. It's quite difficult to kind of put a handle on it. What is it specifically, right? Because it's not traditional retail trading. It's some people talk about it from the point of view of gamification.
Yeah,
so
but you are right. It looks like that. Usually, when regulators they check our website, they oh, not our website, but let's say our competitors' website, they see, okay, this is a brokerage company. So, and they see they don't have a license to do it. So this is not good, but I believe it's improving. I'm not watching competitors, but given what happened last year, I just hope it is getting better.
Is there any kind of, I guess my last and final question to you is, where do you see the prop industry in a few years? Let's say 2-3 years down the road.
I got this question first time in London 2 years ago. I was actually saying that we might see 2 large companies or 3-4 large players in the industry, and then hundreds of smaller firms. Frankly, those 3 big competitors we had, they are right now not in the business anymore. So currently it is just, I would say, FTMO and then hundreds of others. But I believe we will see established broker companies to come into the space because it makes sense. On the other hand, you can see it with those brokers which are creating their own prop firms. It is just a project for someone. It's like, hey, it makes sense to launch prop firm. You will do it. I mean, and then you can see that it is just a project. It doesn't have something interesting. It is just about the evaluation itself. With us, we love what we do. We are the best in it, and I hope it will stay that way. But honestly, as you are saying, I believe that brokers will join the space. rather than new small companies.
Great. I guess, Otakar, one final question. Technology, machine learning, AI. Is there any use for machine learning or AI in prop trading?
I'm super happy that you are saying machine learning because AI is just a nice word for it nowadays. But it's again a super common question. We use AI, I would say heavily in FTMO. We have internal chatbot for our agents if they are unsure about some question which they should reply to our client. They can ask this, internal bot. Then developers are using AI to, let's say, be more efficient. Accounting team is using AI.
Really?
Legal team is using AI. Maybe we will be investing in one promising AI company, which is let's say helping companies and banks with compliance, which is super exciting. And that's it, but I don't think that AI will change trading itself because it's ever-changing jungle, right? You never know what's going to happen. But I might be wrong.
Great. Well, at this point, Otakar, I wanted to thank you for joining me, and
Thank
I
you.
wanted to open it up to the audience. If anybody has any questions for Otakar, we can take a few questions. Okay.
Usually there are many questions. Okay. But I don't hear you.
So I'm from Indonesia.
If you just maybe speak.
Oh, here. Yeah, so I'm from Indonesia. I have a question regarding the prop firm industry because right now the Indonesian traders are also looking into that direction as well. I think when we do market research on the CFDs and prop firm, you can see there's like 20% of the traders are turning into the prop firms. They can start with a small evaluation and so on. So my question would be, how do you maintain your risk in operating the A or B book on that side, so that you will not fail in paying out, the traders that pass all the evaluations? Yeah, how you manage, that risk when you operate?
Probably. You will probably know that it is kind of proprietary, right? to answer it, but we have 15 people in trading department who are managing our risk, managing the book. So, you probably can guess that the majority of it's B book, right? But still, we paid just this year $82 million to our clients. Therefore, we need to manage the book quite heavily, and just need to ensure that we can, make any payout possible, and if we can also make money from it.
And the last question, Indonesian traders love FTMO, but you know what's happening right now?
Yes, we
The
are not
website
in.
and the rest of it. So how you gonna solve this so we can also use FTMO in Indonesia again?
Yeah, if I heard your question, we are not in Indonesia because we did our homework and we are not providing our services there, and there is nothing I can do about it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and I hope you have a pleasant second day here at IFX Expo Asia. Otakar, thank you once again for joining us and giving us your insights.
Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.